Hello there, Penny. How are you doing? This is Courtney. We spoke on the phone, and I know that you're going to be away for a while, but you could just take a look at this when you get back. No rush. In this video, I'm just going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more pet owners to your business. Because oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how that internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who they can trust. So I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you've heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve to help your business. Just shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. So first thing is content. Most business owners know that they need content on their website, but they don't know that Google prefers for there to be 1,500 to 2,400 words on the homepage. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords because Google wants to get to know your business and its purpose, so it's good to have these keywords on your website. And just to give you a little bit more context, let's see. All right, so everything that's highlighted, the pictures aren't highlighted, but those two, everything that you see, you want to, this is what Google looks at when they scan your website. Even photos, you want to make sure photos even have the right keywords on your website. This is an example. This is an example of something you want to change to, a specific keyword that relates to your business. And let's see. So I went ahead and I did a scan of your website page on this website counter, and you guys are doing it's pretty great. You actually have 2,200 words, which is amazing. Now you're probably wondering, well, I have the right amount of words, so why aren't I ranking? It's probably due to the type of keywords you have on your webpage, where we'll go into deeper. Let's take a look at your competition. Let's take a look at your competition, and I went ahead and I placed them into we're page 2, and they're at 837. You're probably like, what? But why are they number 1 then, right? And then I'm actually going to go further into that. So let's take a look. So this is SEMrush. This is a site that I use to look at the back end of things that Google looks at to rank a website. And I went ahead and placed you and your competition's names in here to take a look at. So let's take a look at your keywords. You guys are ranking for 177 keywords. And in these keywords, let's see. In these keywords, this one is pretty good. All the other ones though are kind of not like the best optimized or ideal for Google for people who and for people who are finding you, because you don't want people to just be finding you because of your name, like just typing in your name. Because think of the people who don't know your business name, right? So you want to have like different types of keywords that detail what you guys do, and I'm going to actually show you right next with your competitor. So Roanoke Animal Hospital, they're ranked number 1, and they are sitting at 491 keywords. And as you can see, these are all good examples of keywords that you want embedded on your website, because these are what people are searching up. So let's go, for example, Roanoke Animal Hospital. Let's see how many times you guys have this on your website. You guys don't have this keyword on here at all. So let's take a look at how many times your competition has. They have it on their homepage twice. So if you guys want to catch up with your competition and start seeing more business in your doors, more pet owners, then you would need to add at least this keyword onto your homepage more than 2 times. You want to do it more than the times that your competition has, right? So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this keyword because it's the highest ranking, and I'm going to place it into Google. So now I'm going to go over the second important thing I want to discuss with you, which are citations. And this is basically your name, address, and phone number. And this is basically what people this is basically what Google looks at to see your relevance and to see basically where you guys, who you guys actually are, and just to give you a better idea of what the heck I'm talking about. Here's a little picture that I have for you guys. So it's basically a citation. Is basically your name, address, and phone number, and it's distributed across hundreds of directories. City Star, Yelp, Facebook, all of those things. You name it, and this basically helps to uh, verify and gives relevance to your local business from Google. And you want to basically have more citations than your competitor does, because it'll build trust with Google, and then this allow them to push you up on the search results. So in order to actually get these, which you're probably wondering, you want to there's like resources out there that you can use to match, like to find your competition's citations. You want to match those citations, and not only that, you want to double that, because you want it to take a while for your competition to catch up, or you don't want them to catch up. So you want to get at least 50 to 100 more to dominate them in this area. And then the last thing I'd like to go over with you are backlinks, or link juice. And this section actually will help you to dominate on Google with your website. So this is another reason why this is another factor that can help you rank on Google. And you can see that when we searched for Roanoke Animal Hospital, you guys aren't on the first page of Google. And what you want is you want to be one of the top 3, because just like these citations, I'm not sure if I explained it. I hope I did. If not, I'm about to. On just like with the citations, the people who look up these things only click on the top 3 results, with here and with down here as well. So you want to be in this area, because this is where you thrive at, because most people aren't going to click on more businesses, and most people aren't even going to scroll to the bottom of the page, let alone the second or third page of Google. So up here is where the action is at. And in order to get that, it boils down to backlinks. And it's basically when one website links to another. And it's, to put it in another way, it's like you'll have site A that links to site B. Then site A is giving some of its link juice to site B. And it's basically a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And it's more to it than that, though. The more relevant the site, the more viable your link is. So if you get a local blog about dogs, or an industry site related to animals, linking back to you guys, and that's great. That's what you want. But being in the animal care field, you don't want something like a Pizza Hut, linking back to you, because you guys don't sell pepperoni the last time I checked. So let's actually take a look at what backlinks you guys have. And as you can see, you guys have 209 backlinks, and we're going to take a look at your competition. They're sitting at 943 backlinks. And now you're probably wondering, like, wow, well, how the heck do I even, do this? How do I even actually catch up to that? So the answer to that is, with sites like, SEMrush that actually help us to take a look at your backlinks, they would actually be able to show us what backlinks your competitor has, and we will go get those same links for your business. And, same thing with citations. We don't just want to have the same amount. We want to double that. We want to get more than what they have. So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your homepage needs to have at least 1,500 words. We also went over citations, and you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by a landslide. And then we went over link juice. Excuse me. We want more relevant sites linking back at you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So, I bet you're wondering, well, what now? So you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. Again, my name is Courtney, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.